the 2026 Instagram strategy, more in depth, what you need to get clients online. Like if you don't like listen to this video, if you don't apply it, you will not make it in a coach as a coach in 2026. You just won't. These strategies alone help my clients, Tyson, Matthew, Philip, and I can go on, and all the coaches that are utilizing it to get high paying clients online. I personally use it to generate over $40,000 a month in my coaching business, won Alex Ramosi School Games competition. And I just have so much authority and so much knowledge and so much like in this area that you need to have it. Like, listen to me. So we're going to get right into it. Okay. So don't tune out. Okay. Literally follow me. Okay. Don't have like a dopamine where in the sense of like, you have to like be like, AJ, this video has to be 20 seconds. Like, dude, like sit down. This is going to change your business. If you can't dedicate 10, 20, 30 minutes to me giving you this stuff for free, just log off right now. Like you are literally a lost cause, right? But if you are ready to take action and you're ready to get put on game, we're going to get right into it. Okay. For those of you guys that don't know, I draw on my mouse. So I'm going to do a lot of abbreviations and a lot of misspelling, but you get it, right? So look, here's what you need to do. Back then before on Instagram, what you would do is simply to get clients, right? It would be very, very simple. Is you would, do an IG post, right? Follow me so far, keep it simple. And then it would like, book a call, right? And then from there, you hop on a call and then you make a sale, right? It was kind of like a 4-step, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, like a 5-step process, okay? It's not really like that anymore. Right now, trust in the market in any niche, okay? I know you're like, AJ, damn, you're spelling terrible. You are spelling terrible. My little tongue twister. But you need to pay attention, okay? Trust is at an all-time low. Okay, not a lot of people are trusting anymore. People have been scammed. People have been burned. Man, it's sad. I talk to coaches a lot that tell me they've been burned. I've been burned. It sucks, right? So trust is at an all-time low right now. So actually right now, if you are just relying on IG for your coaching business, that is not going to make you succeed in 2026. It is going to make you do this. No clients, little to no clients, and just not making the money that you want, okay? The way you're going to crush it in 2026 and beyond is having 2 things, okay? You need to really, really listen to me, okay? Having a community. I'm just gonna put the abbreviation community or a YouTube channel, okay? But I would strongly advise you to have a community, like a community, for example, like on Skool, right? And the link for my free Skool community, if you're a struggling coach, is in the bottom of this video. You can join and see how I do it, right? Anyways, so like having a community for you to like, basically what's a community, right? It's for you to send traffic to get people, for example, like let's say you're a fitness coach. You're like, hey, do you guys want this free guide on how to lose 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds? Comment this down below and I'll send it over to you. And that resource is found in your community. And you just keep doing that. When people come, you chat with them, you build trust, you build, you just built a connection, right? YouTube, for example, like this video, right? You've probably seen so much of my YouTube content and you're like, oh, okay, you've built some type of likability, trust. There has to be. That's why you keep coming back. I appreciate you, right? You wouldn't come back to these videos unless you're a hater just to like, watch it, right? But you need to post these. You need to have these 2 things, community or YouTube, right? You got to have it, right? Because right now it's like, it's no longer before, right? Like, let's say before you run an ad, right? You run an ad, right? For example, or you do a post, but let's just follow me. I need you to follow me right now. Okay. No, I don't want to, you don't be like, oh my God, AJ's not making sense. Relax. Okay. Like relax. You would make an ad, right? And then you would pop up on someone's algorithm. Okay. And then from there alone, they would follow you. Okay. Then you would chat and then you would book a call and then you would make a sale. Follow me so far? It's not really like that anymore. Now it's like whether it's organic or an ad, right? So just put O and A. Whether it's organic or ad, like you make a post and you pop in someone's algorithm. They may or may not follow you, but let's just say they follow you, right? You message them, then they leave you on red, and now they're just, now they're just watching your content, right? They're just watching you till one day they may hop on a call or not, okay? Because right now, why is that? Because trust is at an all-time low. It just is. There's like like I said earlier, there's a lot of people got scammed and it sucks, man. It really, really does suck, right? So what can you do? Like if I was a coach in 2026, what would I do right now? Okay. I would still have Instagram. Okay. Of course you still want to have Instagram, right? You want to use this to create like awareness, right? And like and awareness to basically a problem that a coach or your avatar either know they have or don't know they have, right? Like I use a lot of fitness examples. As I mentioned, I used to be a fitness coach, so kind of really know, like I use a lot of fitness experiences, a lot of fitness analogies, but it can apply to your niche as well. So if I was a fitness coach again, I would be like, hey, like if I make a post about a man losing 30 pounds, right? A dad losing 30 pounds, right? They're either aware that they need to lose weight or they're not aware and they see your video like, damn, I am fat, right? So Instagram, you want to look at creating awareness. But what's Instagram is turning into is interest. We call it interest media. Okay, basically it's just stuff that you are like interested in, right? Look at your algorithm right now. It's just probably just stuff that you're interested in, whether it's business content, stupid content, whatever it is, right? So here's the thing though, right? When it comes to Instagram, right? When you do this, right, you need to make sure that you're very niche down because Instagram is doing a very, very good job of targeting your content to your avatar, right? So if you are niche down and you're talking about, I'll just give you an example. Let's just say you are a therapist, for example. You're a therapist. Okay. You're a therapist, probably spelled that wrong, whatever, right? And then you're helping, males. You're helping males become a better husband, right? Then typically all your content should be about that. That way, guess what? Instagram shows it to, men struggling, right? Same thing, you're a fitness coach, same thing a lot, right? But what happens to a lot of coaches is that they just become so broad in their marketing, right? They just talk about so many things, and then IG is sending it to like, random people or just people that you're talking to for that day. And then guess what? People that see that content, since you're so broad, maybe you do a funny video of you dancing or doing something done for attention. Guess what? It's going to show that to people. But then guess what? They're never going to buy your product because they're not your avatar. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but I need you to follow and zone into what I'm saying right now because it's very, very important. So once you're niched down exactly, what I would do is for the funnel is I would utilize a platform called Skool. It doesn't have to be Skool, but I'm very biased to Skool because I love Skool, right? I would use a platform called Skool. And then from there alone, what I would do is like literally look at my, like go down below in this video, you'll see my Skool About page if you're a coach and you can see how I do it. Is I would have a community, right? I would make a community for my avatar, right? And I would just basically just give free resources every single day, right? Free resources on my Instagram. Say, hey, do you want this? Like lead magnets, free resources, builds connections, like chat with your people. Like you need to understand that, like think about it right now, right? Like you watching this video. How many of these videos have you watched from me? Have we ever talked in person? Like, have we ever talked on Zoom? Have we ever talked at all? Right? But guess what? Like, this happens a lot, even with your market. Like, just because they're not liking your content, just because they're not following your content, doesn't mean they're not watching you. Does that make sense? Like, you need to fully understand that you need to have some type of long form content is what I'm getting to. YouTube is great, but I would literally have all my YouTube videos and behind the scenes videos on my Skool community. That way people can opt in. They leave a phone number, they leave an email. Because here's the thing though, right? When they join your community, okay, I'm just gonna put they leave they can leave their email, they can leave their cell phone number, and then you just chat with them. You call them on the phone, you make a connection, be like, hey, I'm sending you this free resource, right? It's like free samples, right? It's like building some trust, right? Because in order for someone to be a client in 2026 and beyond, right, they need to get to know, like, and trust you. That's what they need. They need to know, like, and trust you. And if you don't have systems in place to do that, right? Because Instagram, they don't really know you. They kind of like see, like, okay, yeah, follow this guy or girl. But, just because they follow you doesn't mean they like you. And just because they follow you doesn't mean they trust you. I was on a call the other day with someone and they're like, oh, well, my community's on Instagram. I'm like, your community's not on Instagram. They're just people that follow you. It's not a community. It is not a community, right? So remember these, like, in order for people to get to know, like, and trust you, you have to have systems in place to get them to know, like, and trust you. Right? And does it take a little bit longer now? Yeah, before it was a lot easier. Like I can just have an ad running for like $200 a day, send a bunch of people to like a landing page with a VSL, video sales letter, and just book a bunch of calls. It doesn't work like that anymore. It's becoming a lot harder, a lot more challenging, right? So like now, like I'm going to give you my funnel, right? This is currently my funnel and all my coaches are utilizing it. So get ready for it, right? They're going IG, right? They have their Instagram set up, right? Because for example, I'm going to give you the specific of ads, right? And ads, don't worry about ads if your offer is not even a thing, but you can literally do this without ads, right? We do ads, IG, right? We make sure we have good engaging content, like we're posting every single day. IG, and then I run ads to my Skool, People join because it has a bunch of free stuff. So free, a bunch of free stuff. And then from there alone, it's IG, Skool, all the free stuff. They opt in, leave a phone number and email, and then I send them over some freebies. They get to trust me, and then they hop on a call, and then they become a client. Because guess what? They got some free resources. They opted in. I gave them freebies, and I built trust. This is all systems that you need in place. Right now, you're probably just doing IG post, and then you are just maybe just sending them your calendar, right? And that will work to a certain degree, but it's a lot harder now. It is, because Instagram is moving so fast. They're chatting with you 1 second, and they're looking at a video of, puppies like the next second. And they're like, "Oh, I'll get to you later." Like you're on your phone, and then they just see you, and then they're like, whatever, boop, and whatever, boop, and whatever, boop. Like, you need to understand that this is the reality that we're living in. It's only going to get worse. Like, Instagram is moving 100,000 miles an hour now. Like, if this is your funnel right now, like just IG alone, good luck, right? So this is the funnel. Instagram, right? If you want to go more specific, if you don't want to run ads, like, very simple. Like, I'm literally going to give you, like, we made it to the end of this video part, like the funnel, like it's like 2026, right? If I was doing no ads, I would have my Instagram. Then I would drive traffic to about a school, right? Follow me so far. But it doesn't, you can utilize the Skool community, whatever niche you're in, right? Or any community rather, okay? Skool, okay? And then from there alone, IG, Skool. And then from there alone, people opt in, right? And make sure you have a question for them, leave a phone number, right? And then you chat, you build trust, you hop on a call, you make sale. Very, very simple, right? And guess what? Let's say you don't close that person, but guess what? Now they're in your community, and now guess what? Now they're getting nurtured, and on Skool or any community rather, they will become a customer within 1 to 12 months. Just because they tell you, I've had people tell me no one calls and then join months later. Right? It's just a reality, right? But at least they're building trust. At least they're like the people that are telling you no right now, when you get on a call with them right now, you can at least give them like a community or YouTube thing for them to get nurtured and then to be a customer. And that will happen, right? So this is a strategy that you need to crush it. Like, very, very simple. So if you made it to the end, you are a real one. If you need help implementing any of this into your coaching business, check the link down below where you get 5 high-paying clients guaranteed. And you can also join my free community. Well, over 700 coaches in there, about to be 800 that are absolutely crushing it. Free resources, free everything. I even won the Skool games with this community, got recognized by Alex Ramosi, all that great stuff. So yeah, if you made it to the end, like I said, you are a real one. Subscribe to your boy. Much love. Peace.